Hello, everyone, and welcome to my DVC Points Community Hall. It's the pre-show countdown, and I'm Marianne, and I'm curious when you're going home next. I've got some friends here, and Gina, well, we might as well hear it. It's tomorrow. But Gina, when are you going home next?
Actually, Tuesday. It's Tuesday. And I can officially call it my home because I did buy points at Disneyland Hotel Villas.
Good for you.
So it's officially my home. Thank you. I bought enough for 2 weekends a year. So I'll do the Run Disney weekend and then I'll do like my birthday or something. It's kind of what I was thinking. And then after that, I got like another couple days and another couple days. I'm taking the kids. I'm taking the second graders to DCA. I'm super excited for that.
Oh, nice.
Fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun. And then in 32 days, I'm going to be at Old Key West in Walt Disney World, meeting up with some of my friends who are here. Miss Marianne, I'll be meeting up with you on June 10th.
Yay.
And super excited for that. And then we will be back we'll be going to the Disney Wonder. So I've got some DCL people here. I'll be on the Wonder for the Alaska cruise. And I looked it up and it's 49 days into the Alaska cruise. So looking forward to that. And then, I've got Disneyland I'm trying to do Disneyland once a week during summer when I'm off because I like to see how the people are. I like to see how the crowds are during the summer. And
you want to be where the people are.
I do. I want to see how the crowds. I want to see how the crowds are really.
You want to see them dancing?
I want to
be where the people
walking
aren't.
around on those whatchamacallit?
No, I want to be where the people aren't. Actually,
Main
That's
Street.
okay. I want to be where the people aren't. But that's okay. And then I've got another November date for Disney World, another meetup. So those are my current countdowns. What about you, Christy?
In 25 days, I am going to Disneyland, and we are going to spend 4 days there before we head to Vancouver to go on the Disney Wonder, go to Alaska for my son's birthday.
Yay.
Exciting.
And we have some Vero Beach trips planned for the summer and into the fall. We're going to actually spend Thanksgiving at Vero Beach, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
Really
so
nice.
cool. You drank Sandy's Vero Beach Kool-Aid, huh?
I know. I'm
Or
like,
did you
we
sell
are friends,
Sandy on it?
can
we
I
are
borrow
friends.
some? Yeah, we are friends. She's told me about it. I'm like, how do I need to book? I need Sandy's like direct points or whatever so that I can get more
cottage.
like, yes, I want to stay in a cottage.
Oh my God.
Well,
Those
yeah.
things are always sold out.
I know. I don't have enough points to do
I'm
that,
very excited about
unfortunately.
a cottage. I mean, you can for like
Nice.
a night or two. It's just like all your
Just-
points.
Yeah.
I know, but if I'm going down to Florida,
I understand.
unless I'm bunking at your house the rest of the time, Christy.
How many points is your
I'm gonna
couch?
stay at Christy's house.
I keep saying I want to buy points at Gina's Disney couch
Yeah.
instead of the Disneyland
the points
Hotel.
out.
I'm just going to buy on it at Gina's Disney couch. But hey, Sam, when are you going home next?
All right. Well, I counted my next 3 trips. I haven't counted any of my cruises. So this is just, DVC stuff. So 54
Just-
days until Grand Cal. So we're going to be there for 4th of July weekend. Of course, Gina's going to be up in Alaska. So I'm not going to actually get to see her
Miss
when
you
I'm
guys.
in California.
Aw.
Then we've got 83 days until Riviera. We're going to be there for Willie and Rebecca's wedding, and then we're getting on the cruise after that. So that'll be great. And then the next one we've got is 144 days until the Disneyland Hotel opening. So we're going to be there for opening. We are not currently owners. We're thinking about it still. But we'll be there for the opening. So yeah, those are my next 3. I'm
Awesome.
excited.
I fear that we are there in 2 weeks and that we might walk away with points.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait till you go to the lounge, Sandy.
It's
That
a little bit more
lounge-
complicated for us for buying points and
I
stuff.
know.
So.
But
Yeah.
that lounge, Sandy, that lounge.
But I can get into the lounge without
I know.
that.
I know. But just wait.
Well, and you got to, check out Trader Sam's, of course, right? I mean, there's so many good things. But Sandy, what are your countdowns?
So we're going to be down at Disneyland in 2 weeks, so that's going to be fun. Hoping to check out Super Nintendo World as well and go and jump up on some
Jump
of
in,
those.
get your points.
Exactly, get some points. So we're gonna be doing that, and then my daughter is giving me like stink eye because I just said that. It's like, baby's like, "What? You didn't tell me this." So that's
Surprise.
our next trip coming up, and then end of the summer we're headed to Maui and Olani for 10 days.
Yes.
Very excited to stay at Olani for 10 days. So I found that our 8-day trip was too short last time. So now we're going to be there for 10. So that's going to be cool.
That's
So we're
awesome.
doing that.
Very cool.
And then we're headed down to Vero Beach over the Christmas holidays. So Christy,
Wow,
We
we're in the
might
wrong
have to-
holidays. We have them
we have
switched.
to we might need to
You have
coordinate.
to
for that.
coordinate.
So those are our countdowns. What about you, Marianne?
Well, I go home to Walt Disney World in 24 days for this magical, crazy, all these people going with me trip. And then near the end of it on June 10th, is that correct, Gina?
Yes.
June 10th.
Mhm.
June
Yes.
10th meetup night at Old Key West in the
Awesome.
evening on the boardwalk. We'll give you a time a little bit closer to when we know. But hey, come join us for a drink and just some great visiting time there, that laid back atmosphere of the original DVC resort, Old Key West. And then after that, about 60 days from now, I'm going on a cruise on not a
That's
Disney
okay.
cruise.
It's okay. You're still cruising.
But for our 30th wedding anniversary, we are going
Aw.
on a cruise to the ABC Islands,
Oh,
Aruba
nice.
and
Congrats.
Monaco.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
Fun.
So, and it's 8-night cruise. So,
Oh, that's great.
Fun.
because it's not on Disney, I can go on an 8-night cruise.
And you didn't have to
Lots of-
sell your DVC points.
And I did not have to sell my DVC points or my
Or kidney.
or my kidneys. And yeah, so
Awesome.
and we're going without kids, and so I don't know, that might mean a drinks package. I don't know. Sounds like it's going to be a fantastic summer vacation for this
It does
teacher.
sound great.
Hey, I wonder if any of our friends in the community are going to Disney soon, Gina.
We do. We have Tim, 342 days, Animal Kingdom Lodge, and Bay Lake Tower Split Stay. Sounds amazing.
That's a
Oh,
great one.
awesome.
And then our friend Judy P will be 34 days at Old Key West with us.
Yep.
70 days she'll be at Vero, and 212 to Saratoga Springs. And she did that because last time it came out Sarasota. So that's all true. And then Steve is 19 days until the Grand Cal.
I'm seeing them there. So excited.
Yes, I'll see them too. And then 50 days until the cruise with me. And then 63 days. And they're going to the Grand Villa at Alani. Hello. They're doing the massive, amazing summer.
Oh
Still
my
amazing.
goodness.
It's crazy.
Ah, that's just amazing.
I'm sad that our dates don't overlap. I don't think for Olani.
No,
Aw,
bummer.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
And then Facebook user, please allow StreamYard. You have to scroll all the way down to the bottom and then click the StreamYard link and it will let you have your name up. Anyway, it's 194 days until a pre-Thanksgiving 6-night trip to Kidani, which sounds amazing.
Mhm.
It
Fun.
does. It does.
It sounds like the Austins are also doing a Kidani trip, I thought. Anyway.
Ah,
Ron, 57 days for Jackie and I for their 4th of July and Moonlight Magic at Animal Kingdom. Split stay Old Key West and Riviera for 8 days. Then 176 until we finally took my mom down for her first Walt Disney World
Aw.
trip ever. Oh, for the Halloween Christmas crossover at the Grand Floridian for 9
so fun.
nights.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh, Ron, I can't wait to hear about that.
that just sounds lovely.
Yeah.
This just sounds great.
And then I'm not going to post this, but Frederica, it's in Alaska's June 23rd. Anyway, she's my personal shopper. She's been shopping for me for my FEs. Anyway,
I was wondering about that comment.
yeah. And then Frank is still the same. Boardwalk Grand Villa at the end of August.
Awesome.
And then Patricia, 24 days till the family vacation and meetup. Then 202 days for the family pre-holiday trip. Oh,
And
so excited to
24 days after hours at Magic Kingdom, Patricia. If you guys get in
Oh.
early enough, that's where we'll be.
do. Yay.
So we'd love to run into you.
Love it. Rob, 142 days until Alani, 175 days until the Grand Floridian.
Oh,
Awesome.
Oh,
A
nice.
lot of people are
Two
doing
really
Alani
good
this
ones.
summer.
Sounds
Yeah.
like it. Lonnie's gonna be busy.
hmm And then Piano Manzano 25 is a fun spring summer of DVC. 2 weeks at Boardwalk, 40 at Bay Lake, 71 till a 2-bedroom split stay Riviera
Wow.
Grand Flow for their
Ooh.
daughter's first birthday. Oh, I
my
love it.
goodness.
So
Okay, at
fun.
first I thought it because he said 2 weeks. And I was like, 2 weeks at Boardwalk and then 40 weeks at Bay Lake. I was starting to
Oh.
go,
Did
wow,
we
how did
adopt
you?
us?
You have a lot of points.
Yeah.
Adopt us.
Oh, goodness gracious.
And then Linda, 282 until a 2-bedroom at the Boardwalk.
Which is
Awesome.
home for Linda.
Oh, yay, yes. Listen to her on the regular podcast. I love her story. It's great. And then Frederica, 37 to the Grand Cal. Well, she'll drop off my personal shopping. And then, hey, it's always nice. And then Rachel says, so many great trips home planned by everyone. I better start planning one for 2024.
Yeah.
And Kathy has no trips planned. She is in hoarding mode. Oh,
Uh-oh.
and it is Holly. And that's that. Those are our comments for now.
Oh, Holly, don't feel
Awesome.
bad. Half the time I forget to give StreamYard permission, or I think I
You
have.
do, and then we guess.
And then they make fun of me because
And we're like, this is Marianne. We're 100% sure. And then she chimes in saying, yes, it's
Yeah.
Marianne.
I've just decided I'm going to
Happens.
start saying, hey, Marianne here when I'm starting to comment because
But at least
that
I
way
figured it out.
they
Mhm.
won't make fun of me as much for being a goof. But hey, well, I'm so excited for everybody that's going home soon, but I'm really excited about the show tonight, Gina. Do you want to drop everybody down
I
so we can
will.
get playing our game?
Yes.
Thanks.
Welcome home, neighbors.
Welcome home, neighbors.
Hello, neighbor.
We're listening from
Arizona,
Florida,
Maryland, New York, New Jersey,
Indianapolis,
California,
Utah,
Michigan,
Massachusetts,
Georgia, Canada,
Our home resort is
Animal Kingdom.
Polynesian,
Bay Lake Tower,
Old Key West,
Riviera,
Boardwalk.
Alani Resort,
Boulder Ridge, Copper Creek,
Grand Floridian.
Saratoga Springs,
Beach Club,
and Wilderness Lodge.
and you're listening to
and you're listening
You're listening to my DVC Points.
Well, welcome everyone to my DVC Points Community Hall, episode 124. I'm Marianne, and I'd like to welcome you all tonight for our absolutely fun pre-Mother's Day adventure show. We're going to play a game, but before we get to the fun, we need to do a little business and thank our dear, dear friends at DVC Rental Store. Hey! Do you need points for a trip and don't really have the budget to go buy a new contract at Disneyland Hotel's new tower? I know I don't, but I might need some points. I might need a whole bunch of points for a trip in November, and I am out. I'm flat out. I need to call my friends at the DVC rental store. They're going to rent me some points just for one weekend, and it's going to be a really good deal for me and a really good deal for one of our members of our community who can't use their points and they need to rent them out. So give them a call at DVC Rental Store. They're going to be happy to help you out and help you go to Disney, or maybe use those points for something else. Go ahead and rent them, take the cash, and go on a different kind of adventure. And now we're going to play the mom game. And I brought together a group of my very favorite Disney moms. They're all alive and they're here to play. Hello, Sandy.
Hi, Marianne. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. And happy Mother's Day DVC points style
You
tonight.
too. I'm going to have so much fun tonight. We've got a great bunch of ladies who are all friends. It's going to be awesome.
It is. Hello, Sam. Happy Mother's Day. My DVC points to you too.
Why, thank you. Happy Mother's Day early to both of you. It's wonderful to be here with some other great Disney loving moms. And again, happy we're all still alive because we're at maybe the beginning of the movie where we haven't died yet.
And Christy, our very last Disney mom. Happy Mother's Day DVC points style to you, Christy.
Hi, ladies. Happy Mother's Day to all of you. Also, very happy to be here.
And yes, we
Alive.
know it's not Mother's Day. We know that we're a week early because we want to spend Mother's Day with our kids. So the show will be dark next week while we take a week to enjoy our families and you enjoy your families. But we're going to play our favorite Disney moms. It's the great old, it's a variation of our usual show where we maybe save, marry it or date it or, dump it. But instead of that, what are our categories that we're talking about tonight? We are going to, with our villain moms, are we going to be afraid of her? Is this a mom you're afraid of? Is this the mom you're going to go to when you're hurt or you're hungry or you just need some mothering? Or is it the mom that's, as a mom, we want to go hang out with and perhaps sit on the porch with a Grand Marnier slush and visit for the evening, right? Okay,
Yes.
so that's what we're going to do. And we're going to start out with villain moms. They're not all that scary, are they? Let's start with you, Sandy.
So, which one would I like to hang out with? Definitely Maleficent. She's like gonna have awesome tricks up her sleeve and be able to have like all these different things that she can make happen during our evening out together. So definitely gonna be Maleficent that I'd want to hang out with. And then one that I'd call when I'm sick. Well, Mother Gothel, I think would be my option for that because she did take really good care of Rapunzel. She did.
She did.
She did.
She did.
So like, I mean, I could go for some of that hazelnut soup, like
Yeah.
I'm sure that would be good on like a down day. The one that would scare me is like Lady Tremaine because I would have no clue what she would be up to at the back of her head and what like conniving would be happening there that I would have to be on the lookout for, and I just would not be able to relax into that evening with her.
Well, that's a very interesting take on that. Sam, what's your
Yeah.
take on these mamas?
So I have a different take from Sandy. I know that Mother knows best. And so I'm going to be hanging out with Mother Gothel and we're going to be singing some karaoke together, maybe a few duets. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to be singing, but absolutely I'm hanging out with Mother Gothel. She's awesome. She's one of my favorite villains. As far as who would I go to if I needed help, I'm going to say Lady Tremaine. I mean, I know she was horrible to Cinderella, but she was actually trying to, help her own daughters get hitched to a prince. So maybe she kind of cares about them. That's just I'm spitballing here with that because it's really hard to find one that's going to be actually motherly or helpful to you when you're talking about these villains. And then, of course, Maleficent. I am scared of her. And I'm scared of dragons too. So I think that's really what it comes down to. So I'm
Especially
not hanging.
since they're going up in flames these days.
I was thinking exactly that.
And so Christy. Christy,
Yeah,
what are you
so
thinking?
I have a little overlap, third person, only 3 choices. There's bound to be some overlap.
Yep.
I am with Sandy that Mother Gothel, I mean, obviously a little bit brainwashy, clearly, but Mother Gothel took care of Rapunzel. She made it all those years, right? Until her adulthood. She obviously was lied to and all kinds of other awful things, but she was given food and clothing and a place to paint. So we're going to let Mother Gothel take care of us if we're sick. Maleficent, I think, is just evil and scary and, we're just going to hide her. And then, I don't know, Lady Tremaine, I'm like, obviously a little psycho, but could be kind of fun.
Fair.
I'm right there with you, Christy. Right there with you. I want to hang out with Lady Tremaine, and I will tell you why. Eating dinner at the Grand Flo one night, we were chatting with Lady Tremaine, and we were talking about my son, who was at the time a very, very talented professional ballet dancer. And I was talking about, Jack and trying to sell him to one of her daughters.
Mm.
And, she was like, if you play poker tonight after midnight, I think that we're going to have a game if you'd like to join me. And I was
Oh
like,
my.
that is excellent. So I'm
gonna
going to
fleece
hang out with Lady Tremaine.
Yeah,
you know
she's
what?
gonna fleece you for all you've got. I tell you, watch out.
Because
She
I'm
is
telling you-
hilarious too. So we'd be laughing.
Oh, yeah. Because
Mhm.
Maleficent scares the out of me. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. Mm-mm. And while she's the
But she
biggest
beats on
gaslighter
lighting
on the planet,
drinks
she,
on
she
fire.
gaslights like nobody's business. In fact, my adopted daughter, who is now 21, turned and looked at me and burst into tears at the movie Tangled when we went to see it. And I looked at her and I said, Sarah, what's wrong? And she goes, you didn't steal me.
Oh,
Did you?
Oh,
My mom's not looking for me, is she? And I was like,
my
oh no, baby, I've
gosh.
got papers that say that I it's okay for me to have you. We'll look at those when we get home.
oh my
Oh,
goodness.
poor
So-
baby.
So, but even though she totally freaked out my kid, I think that she would in a pinch, she'd be the mother that would take the best care of us. But does anybody in our community have any suggestions for us in that way? Gina says, okay, Maleficent is scary, and she wants to hang with Lady Tremaine, and Mother Gothel is just a kidnapper.
I mean, she is,
She
but
is.
she has a great singing voice. So come
And
on.
she takes care of her. I mean, like, up until like that scene where Rapunzel is trying to figure out whether or not she wants to actually leave the tower when she's like down on the grass, and she's like, no, I need to leave. No, I can't leave. Yes, I want to leave. No, I can't leave. I'm a horrible daughter. Like, she's going through all those emotions because her mom loved her and took
Exactly.
care of her. And that's why
Yeah.
she's so torn.
She thinks she loved her.
She gaslighted her, but
Let's not love our kids that way.
let's not.
Yeah.
Good little lesson. Good little
Right.
learning.
Well, not all of us have magic hair.
Caleb
Christine.
says, I'm with Sam. Lady Tremaine was mother-like to her own kids. She did make two very selfish children.
Yep.
And Maleficent is pretty much like my sisters, so I can hang with her. I hope your sisters are
Oh
watching.
my.
Yeah, me
Oh.
too.
Oh my.
That's awful.
Caleb.
Oh my. Well, let's move on to the animal moms. Now, this was a hard category to find some live moms. I'm just saying, because the animal moms tend to die really
Yeah.
early. Rest in peace, Bambi's mom. We don't even know
Mhm.
your name. But we do know these moms is Kala from Tarzan and Mrs. Jumbo from Dumbo and Perdita from 101 Dalmatians. All right there, Sandy. What's your picks?
So this one was difficult because I don't think any of them scare me. Like,
Really?
none of them are scary.
Okay.
They're all sweet. So I'm not sure how like I was supposed to adjust. Anyways, whatever. So one that I would want to hang out with, like Kala, who doesn't want to be like roaming around the jungle and like, bounding through the trees and stuff. That's pretty darn cool. And then like the one that I would want to have take care of me when I'm sick is probably Perdita, because if she can manage 101 kids, then she's gonna make sure that I'm okay, right? Like she's got it down to like a method. So I'm not too worried about that one. And then I guess I would be scared of Mrs. Jumbo only if she was on her rampage. I was very, very confused as to how to deal with
Yeah.
that because they're all so sweet.
They
But the
are.
trainers were scared of her, Sandy,
Yeah.
to your point. So
That was my only take on that. So yeah, what do you think, Sam?
okay, well, I just love Mrs. Jumbo. Like from this list, she's my absolute favorite, and I cry every time I hear "Baby Mine, Don't You Cry." And so I just want to hang out with her because I kind of want to snuggle with her. I think she'd be like the best snuggler of the bunch. I mean, I know she's kind of large, and comparatively, I'd feel very small, so that would be good too. Um, anyway, to hang out with her, and then taken care of, that would clearly I would want to be taken care of by Kala. I mean, she adopts a human baby that she just finds in the jungle. So she's clearly a caretaker, motherly, and wonderful. So she's going to take care of me. And then the scary one is Perdita, because what mother has 101 children? That is scary in and of itself. And she's crazy because she has too many children. So that is terrifying.
She didn't give birth to all those
I
children.
know, but like, who adopts 101 children? I mean, or however
Well,
many she had to
it's
adopt.
that or fur coats. I mean, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Find other families to adopt them. Anyway, that's my take. What about you, Christy?
Well, my take on Perdita was that she was pretty chill, and I mean, she could handle all those kids all around her. So I would hang out with her because I could probably use somebody who might be a little chill to counter my crazy, just a little, right? My high energy, not as chill. Kala, right? She's the winner with needing a mom. So obviously, like we said, raise the baby. She's warm, touching, caring. So to me, that was the easiest choice to name and to pinpoint. And then Mrs. Jumbo, just because I had to put her in a third category. But you're right. One of our commenters was like, yeah, she was scary. We'll get to that, but scary when she was protecting her babies. And maybe that's what we're going to go with. Scary.
There you go. There you
That's a
go.
tough one.
So if I needed somebody to take good care of me, I'm talking to Mrs. Jumbo, because I think she'd move heaven and earth to take care of somebody she loved, right?
Mhm.
And so I just, that loving, she's just got that big loving heart that she would take care of all of us. And so Mrs. Jumbo was my one that was like the nurturer type for me. I'm going to hang with Perdita because she's going to be chill. She's going to be cool. We're going to be able to sit on the porch and drink a bottle of wine. God knows she needs it. You know, 101
children.
101.
She needs
babies.
something stronger than wine, I think.
Yep. You know, we can make that happen too. And then scary is Kala, because, you know, when gorillas get upset and angry and they're mad, they also do a little rampaging.
Yeah.
And I think a gorilla is scarier to me than an elephant rampaging. Sorry. So I might be wrong, but
Elephants are kind of big.
Tough question.
elephants are kind of
Marianne.
big, but see, her nurturing, I mean, they both have great nurturing sides. Actually, all three of them do. That's why I picked them all. But, you know, Mrs. Jumbo, just the way she sings her baby, just
So cute.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I want to be snuggled in her trunk.
yeah,
she's gonna-
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So what does our community think about these? Gina says, Mrs. Jumbo scared me protecting her baby. And Perdita is my mom, and Kala to hang with. She's going to go swinging through the jungle with Team Sandy. It's not
Maybe
just
Holly?
Disney. Maybe Holly. It's not just Disney animal moms that are rarely alive. Many Disney parents in the movies have met an unfortunate end. Yes, they have. Not many main characters have both parents alive. You're exactly right, which made us a
True.
little challenging to plan.
Yeah, Elsa and Anna have no parents.
Yeah.
Frank, Kala the gorilla mom in Tarzan had a great song too. She was so caring, right? She was. It's hard because they're all so caring.
Yeah.
Caleb, Mrs. Jumbo is like my mom. She will demolish you if you mess with her kid.
I love this one.
I'd hang with Kala, literally hang. And Perdita is scary. This is me projecting her mental status after making all those kids.
I love this answer, Caleb.
Oh,
Oh,
Caleb. Oh, Caleb. Yeah, you know, those Disney animal moms, they are something, you know, you just got to love them. Hey, but what about those Pixar moms? Those Pixar moms.
Hmm.
You got Helen Parr, Elastigirl. You have Mrs. Davis, who is also known as Andy's mom. I mean, if you're going to pick a Pixar mom, right? Andy's mom. And then, oops, Ming Lee has Mrs. Jumbo's name on her. Oops, that is actually Ming Lee from Turning Red. She is the middle of that sandwich generation in her family.
Hmm.
She's the mom to her daughter and the daughter to her mom. And that movie's all based on those relationships between those three women. So
This was a tough one.
this is a tough one.
Yeah, no, I found this one was a tough one. So I'm going to start a little out of order. So the mom that I would expect to take care of me is Ming Lee, because
Okay.
she is so in tune with what might be going on with her daughter and trying to always take care of her and make sure that she's like, not getting into trouble and all the rest of it. So I feel like if I had a sick day that I would have chicken soup up the wazoo like immediately.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I think that was what I would go with for that. The one that I want to hang out with is obviously Helen Parr. Like, who doesn't want to hang out with Elastigirl and then go over to Frozone's house and hang out with his wife too? Like, could you imagine the cocktails that would be going on at that evening? Like, honestly, it would be awesome.
Absolutely.
I love it.
And then Andy's mom kind of scares me because she's like very not implicated in anything in those movies. Like, it's just those toys are going missing. She's not paying attention to things that are being sold in the toy sale and her like garage sale. There's toys dropping out of her like car all over the place. Like,
Yeah.
she's putting them in the giveaway boxes to go to the daycare. Like,
But haven't
not
we all felt
responsible.
like that though? Haven't we all wanted to put the
Mhm.
boxes of stuff to send? Wait, you guys as kids are not as old as mine. My people are graduating college this weekend.
And you're like, you
That's
gotta
I mean
get this out of my house.
I'm like, I am ready for those bedrooms that those two big kids lived in to look like human people could live in them, not like the pits of despair they are now, and all of the stuff. I want it out. So I totally empathize with Andy's mom. But I also, I mean, gosh, I don't know. This is a hard one.
Yeah.
it is.
So
What do you think, Sam?
Sam,
So I want to hang with Andy's mom because
Mhm.
I want to ask her lots of questions about the suspicious things that happen in her house and how toys start in one spot and then end up in another spot. I kind of want to meet their dog too. I want to meet, Andy and his mom's dog, who is, hilarious. So yeah, I'm gonna hang out with her, have some drinks, and really grill her. Actually, I'm gonna be asking her lots of questions. Okay, so who I want to take care of me is Helen Parr. I mean, she's a superhero. She can fix anything. So there's no way that she wouldn't be able to take care of something if I needed help. And then the one I'm scared of is Ming Lee. Like, her daughter can't even go see Four Town with her friends. She's afraid to ask her because Ming Lee is so scary. And she's afraid to be late to help clean up the temple because Ming Lee is so scary. She's afraid to tell her anything because Ming Lee is so scary. So that's my answer.
This
Ming
is
Lee
every
scary.
like end of the 1990s like Tiger Mom ever though. So this is
Totally.
accurate.
end of
and
the
completely-
1990s. Oh, friend
Yeah.
Sandy. I know Ming Lee. I'm very good friends with Ming Lee. I know her very well. It is not end of 90s.
Christy, who do you want to hang out with?
So I am going to hang out with Helen Parr as well, like Sandy, because you know what? She's got so many tricks up her sleeve and just holding it all together. She's working, she's fighting crime. She's an incredible mom, right? So she's like doing all the things. So she's just got to be a blast to hang out with. And so, yeah, I want to sit there and have some drinks with her and see what kind of fun we can get into because I feel like it could be a little crazy.
I feel like
I'm
she has
looking-
good party tricks.
Oh, for sure. And she can reach stuff off shelves for us.
Like we don't even have to move.
I need that in my life. So when I need
You
a
need
mom,
another bottle of wine, just reach.
that's what I'm saying. I
Exactly
am,
with those sound effects.
you have to have the sound effect. I mean, don't you feel like that's the sound it would make?
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
When I need a mom, I'm just going to go with Andy's mom. You know, Andy's mom is thoughtful with gift giving, making
Mhm.
sure that their kid always has toys that they want,
Mhm.
or kids have the toys that they want. She takes them to like get
Pizza Planet.
pizza,
Yep.
right?
True.
So, and can't they play the claw game or whatever? So they're
Yeah.
like, you know, she's there. She's being a mom for those kids. Okay. So she doesn't always know where the toys are located, but I don't always know where the toys are
Yeah.
located for my son. So, like, and I don't even
Listen,
know if we always have the toys.
Listen, any
So-
mom who gives their kid that $1 for that dumb claw machine deserves a medal, right? I mean,
Right?
we all know nothing's coming out of that darn claw machine. So
Exactly.
It was just a donation to the pizza shop.
that's
And
right.
then, yeah, I agree. Mingli is a little bit scary. She embarrasses her daughter. She's very controlling. So she's the one who I would be afraid of, who scares me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mingli is scary. And
Mhm.
real moms like that in the real world are also scary. My son Jack will tell you all about his dear, dear ballet friend who has that mother and who that mother occasionally would mother Jack. Also. And I'd have to say, whoa, it's all good. It's all good. No, he needs to. I'm like, no. So she scares me. She's really intense. So
Mhm.
yeah, she's the scary one of that group. And Elastigirl, I think she would be the one that I would want to hang with for all the reasons you guys want to hang with her, because she's just cool.
Yeah.
She's just cool. I mean, all the nonsense she puts up with from Mr.
Bob.
Incredible. I mean, come on. Bob's a pain in the butt a lot. She puts
Totally.
up with. And I understand that. So I would enjoy hanging out with her and, sharing about our husbands and her grabbing the bottle of wine, when we're out, she can grab the next one. How great is that? And Andy's mom, I think she would do a really good job of taking care of me when I'm sick, because we just don't see all the things that she's doing, I think. And I think that she's actually the kind of mom that I kind of want to be. A little bit hands off, a little bit let my kids have some experiences and go ahead and let them fall down and pick themselves up, because sometimes there's some good in that, some
Mhm.
good learning in that, but yet still being there in the end with the box of the things that she did save.
Mhm.
Because having that kid who graduated, I was just telling my husband the other day, but before he comes home and cleans out his room for good, I need to get in there, and there's some things that he'll throw away now, but in 10 years, he'll go, "Hey, whatever happened to?" I need to put
Aw.
those in the box and save them.
Right. Those need to go in the attic, but then maybe get mixed up and go into the garbage.
I hope not.
I hope not.
I hope not. So I need to protect them from the garbage seat.
That's it.
But hey, let's see if anybody in our community has any good ideas for us. Steve says, take care of me, Andy's mom, hang with Helen Parr, and scared of Ming Lee. Yup. Gina wants Andy's mom, Pizza Planet for dinner. Hanging out with Helen Parr, and Ming Lee is literally a panda mom. She is. And then Caleb says he would hang with Andy's mom to learn the history of Woody. Oh, now that's an interesting. I wonder how much she really knows about Woody. You know what I mean? Is it just the cowboy doll her kid loves? Or does she know all the ins and outs about Woody?
I don't know.
Interesting.
Did she watch the Roundup Gang? Because then she would
Maybe it
know
was her
about
doll.
Woody.
Maybe, or was Jessie her doll? I mean, there's all these Pixar mom rumors going around about Toy Story. So, and Helen Parr or Ming Lee is in her panda state is scary because it's true. It is scary because it's true. And Helen Parr is the best mom, always teaching and protecting. Yes, she is. She is always teaching her kids how to take care of each other and themselves and to use their powers for good. So, yeah. Oh, those Pixar moms. Thank goodness they don't kill off all the Pixar moms, right?
Yeah.
Well,
'Cause-
some of them.
Some of them, but
Yeah,
not
we have-
all of them.
Yeah, we have more Pixar moms, I feel like, than we have traditional
Disney moms. I think they
Yeah.
keep them alive more.
Yeah. Or at least proportionally more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes you even have like husbands
Right.
and
Ah,
dads that
that's
also
an
are
interesting-
alive
Right,
at the same
like an
time.
entire family.
And the entire family alive at the same
Yeah.
time.
Right.
What a concept.
Oh, I
Shocking.
thought Woody was a family heirloom. He might be. I don't really know the story behind Woody. So I don't think any of us actually really know the
No.
story behind Woody. So
Maybe
we just
that's
know.
Toy Story 5.
Maybe
Yeah, what?
more Toy Stories. So, now here comes the hard category. Disney Channel moms.
This is tough.
Because we all have kids in different eras.
Yep.
So we're going to have Topanga from Girl Meets World. She's a mom in Girl Meets World. In Boy Meets World, she's the girlfriend. But now in Girl Meets World, she's the mom. And Linda Flynn Fletcher, the mom to Phineas Ferb and Candace Fletcher, who are quite the ornery people on Phineas and Ferb. And then Chili, everybody's favorite puppy dog mom to Bluey. This generation of preschoolers' very favorite show. So, guys, y'all don't have preschoolers. And you guys don't have kids as old as mine because mine are college and high school age. Sandy's kind of in the middle school range type age, and Christy, 10, is that what age you said your son was?
He will be turning 10. Yeah.
He's turning 10. And then
Yeah. And my son is also 9.
okay, so that elementary age. So
Yep.
this was a little bit hard. These girls had to do a little research. They might have had to watch some Disney Channel this week to come up with their answers. So, Sandy, why don't you share with us?
Well, there's no way, shape, or form I had to like do research on Phineas and Ferb because I think we've been through like every possible episode like 14 times in this household. So that was like a no-brainer. I'm hanging out with Phineas and Ferb's mom because she has activities going on all day long, every day. She's getting her hair done. She's playing bridge. She's having like karaoke. She was a like pop star. Like, come on. I am totally hanging out with Phineas and Ferb's mom. Like, there's no way that I'm not hanging out with Linda. So, and I think it's Linda with a Y, but I don't quote me on that. And then to take care of me, I'm gonna go with Chili's mom because I feel like it would just be like, yeah, it's no big deal. Just have some soup. I'll just like take care of you, rest. It's, like, it's good.
She's a really good mom.
She is. And then Topanga's intensity, I think, scares me because she's just as intense from like Boy Meets World as she is in Girl Meets World. And like she went from hippie to lawyer to now like philanthropist lawyer, like pro bono lawyer. Like she's just got everything together, right? Like she's just that mom. That mom that we're always like, how do they do that? so that's why Topanga scares me. Because yeah, she's that mom. So what do you think, Sam?
Sandy, you stole my list because we're identical because I want to hang out with the superstar formerly known as Lindana because she was a pop star back in the day. And obviously we're going to also go sing karaoke together. And she also stars in like a jazz band. I mean, she's just, she's super cool. We're Phineas and Ferb fans as well. And I'm hanging out with Lindana, no question. And Bluey's mom, Chili, is also that soft-spoken, like she's clearly the mom that's going to take care of you. And I also chose Topanga for the scary mom, slightly different reasons, I don't want to see her at opposing counsel table in the courtroom. She scares me, right? So she doesn't scare me like I'm not like afraid of running into her in a dark alley, but I don't want to see her on the other side of a case. So that's why she scares me. Yeah. Christy,
All
what
very
about
good answers?
Thanks. Christy, what about you?
Well, I'm going to follow the crowd and say that Chili, Blue's mom, can take care of me. She is so fun when like plays all the games with the kids. And while I don't have a preschooler, I have a child who still loves Bluey. And if he can catch it, like we could walk through a Disney hotel in the little TV area. We just did this recently, and Bluey was playing, and somehow we were sitting in a chair watching it. I mean, it's like Bluey's entertaining for adults and for children. So anyway, if I was sick, I think she would take care of me. And honestly, I need Topanga to hang out with, because to me, Topanga's almost in the world of like Punky Brewster. If Punky Brewster was available to hang out with, I 100% would have to hang out with her, just because, you know, watched her growing up, and and the same with Boy Meets World. So I kind of need to hang out with Topanga. Also, we haven't gotten into Phineas and Ferb, so I'm not super familiar. And so we're just somebody has to be the scary one. So we're going with scary, because I'm going to hang out with Topanga.
Fairly oblivious to all the scary stuff happening in her backyard. So.
Totally.
We'll go with that.
I can totally see that. Well, I have to say that Sandy and Sam and I are all on the same page, because I'm going to if I'm sick, I want Chili to take good care of me. I will tell you, as a preschool teacher, I didn't know anything about Bluey at all. And all these kids started coming with Bluey backpacks and Bluey t-shirts. And I finally said to somebody a kid one day, I said, I really like that picture on your shirt. Who is that? And the mom went, oh my gosh, that's Bluey. Have you not seen Bluey? And I looked at her and I said, college-age children. And she went, you have to watch Bluey. And so I went home that afternoon and watched an episode of Bluey and went, oh, I get it. It's like the same way I felt about Blue's Clues, and how Steve loved everybody. Chili just, she takes care of people, and she's that mom. So I absolutely adore Chili, and she can take care of me anytime I'm sick. And to be honest, Topanga is one of those put together moms at the carpool lane that I would go, I can't talk to her because I'm not cool like that. I am a great big Disney nerd mom. If she comes up and talks to me, please God, let her ask me about Disney, because otherwise I'm not cool enough to talk to her. And then, of course, I'm going to hang out with LaDonna. She dated Doofenshmirtz back in the day. I want to know.
We need all the details on that.
I need all the details from that woman about how cool she is and her cool life. And if I can raise kids like her creative, clever, but yet haven't destroyed the world yet kids, I totally want to. So, hey, does anybody in our community have any ideas for this one? Gina says it's unanimous, almost. She is. I'm team my DVC points moms. GDP says, I thought before the show started we were picking a mom from the hosts. I was going to pick Marianne because but we can do that in a few minutes. We can get there and do that. That's really very funny.
That's funny. But then
if we're all together at Walt Disney World, we're all going for drinks together.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
But you know that Christy and I, because we're both lawyers, we're both going to get chosen as the scary mom. So it's just not fair. Okay.
I don't know. I don't think lawyers are all that scary. I'm married.
I probably
don't think they're all that scary. So, but hey, last but not least, who's your favorite Disney mom?
So I mentioned this before. Any Disney mom that isn't dead.
Okay.
That's a low bar, Sandy. That's a low bar.
Very low bar, Sandy. Are you sure you don't have one that we didn't talk about tonight that was one on your list that you were like, why didn't Miriam pick that mom?
Well, I kind of love Anna and Elsa's mom before she dies
Yeah.
and how she's trying to like protect her girls and solve the mystery to like who they are and everything like that. So I guess before she's like killed in a horrible boat accident.
Well, and the way she
Shipwreck.
wants her daughters to stick together,
Yeah.
together against the world, and the way she instills that in them, they end up okay after
Yeah.
she's gone because of what kind of mothering she did. That's a good answer, Sandy.
Mhm.
But she also tries to like quash Elsa's like or their relationship and they're hanging out together and allows Elsa to not go and build a snowman.
Yeah.
You know, poor Anna is like every day going, why won't my sister play with me? And her
True.
parents were alive during
misguided.
part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Because they were trying to make her not dead.
well, I get that.
Right.
But like then say come up with a different game, right? Like help problem solve. Don't just say
Yeah.
ignore her.
That's a good
There you
point.
go. All right, Sam.
So I have to pick one from the list because this is my favorite Disney mom, and that is Mrs. Jumbo. And I love her, as I said earlier, because of all of like the loving snuggles and, you know, the tears that I cry when she's holding baby Dumbo in her trunk and swinging him, even though she has to do so through the bars of her cage. And it's just the most like touching, you know, moments in that movie. But also because she's super protective over him, right? She's not going to let, you know, anybody do anything harmful to her son if she, you know, if she can stop them. Of course, she isn't able to, unfortunately, but I just love that protective side. And I feel like as a mom, I try to emulate that in the sense of like, I want to be this caring and loving and nurturing person. But if anyone tries to mess with my kid, oh,
Yeah.
they better watch out because I am coming for you.
I
So
think Ming Lee also has some of those traits
Yeah.
too.
Oh my
Really,
gosh, yes.
definitely.
even though
Yeah.
she's scary.
She is scary. I mean, there are some other great. I would say Nala's another honorable mention I'd
Mhm.
give.
Yes, that's a good one.
You know, she's not Sarabi because Sarabi doesn't, you know, stand up and fight. But Nala, who stands up and fights for what's right. You know, when she's able to get I'm blanking on his name to come back. The main character of Lion King.
Simba?
Thank
Simba?
you. How can I? When she's able to like
Okay.
convince him to come back and fight. So yeah, I given her an honorable mention if I had to choose somebody who wasn't, you know, a part of our list today. But Mrs. Jumbo, hands down, nobody beats her. Christy, what about you?
I'm also sort of going for an alive mom. So we just need our Disney moms to be like, what is so here's the thing. If we look back to like original, like the
Mhm.
right, the first Sleeping Beauties, the first movies, right? First of all, why was Walt so troubled that he had all the moms had to be crazy or dead? But then why is it being carried on for generations afterward? Like
But was it Walt or was it just the
Well-
Grimm's fairy tales or like
yeah,
that?
I think it's that, Sandy. Yeah.
But I mean, he picked it or like put it out there, right?
There was no copyright restrictions on the Grimm's fairy tales, so it was
Right.
free material to use.
Yep.
Heck, even the live action now, right? The second Mary Poppins, the mother's dead.
Yeah, you know, so I think my favorite Disney mom though, I couldn't put her in this list. I really wanted to because I couldn't put her in a category. I couldn't figure out a category for her. It's Mrs. Potts.
She's
Aw.
wonderful.
I absolutely
Yeah.
adore Mrs. Potts. And not only does she mother Chip, but she mothers everybody.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a good
And
answer.
She really mothers Belle and, you know, helps Belle through a really rough
And the
time.
Beast.
Yeah.
And the Beast. And I love when she tells the Beast that don't lose your temper. You know, I
Mhm.
love that. You know, she's like every one of us as a mom. She has all those characteristics. So
Agreed. That's a great
Mrs.
one.
Potts is easily my favorite Disney mom.
I can't
And-
figure out her age though, right? Like, why is her kid so young and she's so old?
I don't think she's that old. She just happens. We all think of her as Angela Lansbury, right? Because as an older
But
woman,
she's actually
right?
Emma Thompson.
Oh gosh, you're right. Oh, I'm thinking, but she has an older sounding voice.
She's
but
Angela
yeah.
Lansbury in the
In the
anime.
original, yeah.
And but when they bring
The live
her
action-
at the end,
Yeah, the live action.
I
She's
don't
very
remember
young
her
in the
being-
one in the end. She's like in her
Mm.
30s in the
Yeah.
one in the end. She's a little dumpy. She's not some pretty svelte, I think that's
Well,
why
that's why
she's
she's
shaped
Mrs.
like
Potts.
a pot, because she's a little dumpy, and I recognize that. I feel that. So I feel that. So, hey, community, who's your favorite Disney mom? And no, not the four of us. Caleb, Allison, there is no way I can pick a DVC mom on this panel. That's like choosing your favorite child. Oh, he is the biggest suck up
Aw.
that ever walked the face of the earth. We all know it's me. Come on, Caleb.
Amy Duncan from Good Luck Charlie. She's the one.
that one's
And
coming
Gina
back
says,
in.
Amy Duncan from Good Luck Charlie. She's the mom I'd hang with. I absolutely adore
I do
Amy
like her too.
Duncan from Good Luck Charlie.
She's a little scatterbrained, but that's okay.
She's a whole lot scatterbrained. I don't want her taking care of me, but I'll sure hang out with her. Caleb says, Mrs. Potts is the best Disney mom ever. Second place of the three-way tie is Sarabi from Lion King. And Jill Anderson from Inside Out, and Eudora from Princess and the Frog.
Eudora's a good one.
Dora is
Yeah.
a good one.
And I really think he's right about Jill Anderson. And I don't think Jill could have very easily been in that list of Pixar moms. She's just,
Mhm.
she's.
Both parents in that movie.
Oh, I'd
Yes.
also put
It's
Nani-
a Pixar movie. That's why
Pixar.
Pixar doesn't
As
kill
best
all
Turning
the
Red
parents.
also has both parents.
Yeah, except Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ah,
Only has a mom. Only has a dad. I mean, no mom.
yep. And Ohana first.
That's true.
Aw, Family
It's a
first.
good one. But again, both parents.
Right. But they give
Right.
lots of nods to adoptive parents or parent figures, right? So that's one of the positives about some of these Disney movies, like
True.
Lilo and Stitch. Yeah.
Except for Mother Gothel. I'm just saying.
But she knows best, Marianne.
But
She knows best.
She does not know best. Well, thank you, girls, for hanging out with me tonight and playing my fun Mother's Day game. It sure was fun to hang out with you and talk a little bit about the best and the worst of the Disney moms out there. And truly, I think you four are on my list for my top Disney moms.
Aw.
Thanks so much for hanging out with
Likewise.
me. It's just like all the other moms in my DVC Points community. We are so blessed to know you. Those of you who share your wisdom with us, thank you so much. Those of you who drink on the porch with us, thank you so much. And the ones who hang in the parks with us, thanks so much. We really enjoy our time with you. So, hey guys, have a great Mother's Day next week, and we will see you a week after that. Thanks everybody for joining us tonight. Good night.
Thanks.
Bye.
Happy
Bye.
Mother's Day.